Hello and welcome. This is the match number 814 and the Indian Women's League, and we are live from the Kalyani Stadium, where a very crucial fixture coming up. East Bengal FC, the current holders of the IWL, they take on the debutant Sesa FC, the Sesa Football Academy, promoted from the Indian Women's League 2, and they have done well, though not at this time. At this particular tournament, they have lost all the three games that they have played. And there was a goal fest on 24th of December at the Center of Excellence, where Nita Football Academy beat them by 6-1. So it's all set here, and a lovely setting where the current holders, they take on the Sesa Football Academy. And East Bengal FC go with a 3-4-3 formation. The coach Anthony Andrews, and again leading the line should be Fazila Ikwa Put, the talismanic Ugandan, and assisted on the two flanks by Soma Gugulut and Sulanjana Raul. Both have scored a goal so far, and the bench is pretty strong. They have Sangeeta Basfor. The East Bengal have played a couple of games, won both, not though with a big margin. On 24th at this particular stadium, they beat the Setu from Madurai by 1-0. That Soma Gugulat goal. And on 27th of December, they got the better of Garhwal United FC by odd goals to 3. Here's the Sesa Football Academy lineup, a very defensive setup. 5 in the defense, 4 in the midfield, and just leading the line as the Ghanaian Dinah Antoway. And the defense needs to really pull up their socks. Aroshi Goveka, a very known name in the Indian women's football circuit. They have Jannabi Seema, but Bertha Omita, the Kenyan, is the one who can really weave passes and create chances, the number 17. And the Sesa Football Academy really looking for their first ever victory. And they have lost all 3 in this edition of the Indian Women's League. And at this time, it is the 9th season. And the East Bengal, the supporters say the Red and Gold Brigade, and they are here because the East Bengal are defending the title and could be only the second team to defend it, the Indian Women's League title. But Gokulam Kerala have done it. And they are the most successful side in the Indian Women's League. The stage is set here for what could be a very important game. And Sesa, they're looking for the reincarnation. And here is both the sides walking to the center of the park. A winter afternoon in Kalyani. And right now the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 43%. The Indian Women's League crown has seen 3 different winners in the last 3 seasons. East Bengal and Odisha FC have become champions for the first time and breaking down the Gokulam Kerala FC's hegemony. The Malabarians had won 3 consecutive titles from 2020 to 2023. And here's the lineup. East Bengal looking very strong. And they are looking for a hat-trick of the victory. Sesa Football Academy looking for their first ever victory. East Bengal should be in the white. And Sesa Academy in the pink. And here they are all ready for a group photograph, the keepsake photograph. Silky Devi, the India international. The match officials, Vishnu Priya Das, assisted by Susmita Rai and Abhirami T. And Pooja S, the fourth official. And we have a number of good Indian women referees as well. And Aroshi Govika, a much known name in the Goan women's football circuit, has grown with the Sesa Football Academy. And Sesa is doing wonderful work. The Football Academy bringing up new talents. And could be a wonderful battle. Sesa lost the opening game to the Garhwal United FC by 3-1. And Sarjida Khatun scored a goal in the dying minutes. And they lost on the 24th of December to the Nita Football Academy, who are absolutely on fire. And they beat them by 6-1. And Diana Antwi scoring in the injury time in the second half. And in the previous fixture, Sesa lost to Sibhumi of Kolkata by that Anju Tamang goal. So that was the only solitary goal that separated the two sides. And East Bengal FC have made two changes from the one which started against the Garhwal United FC. No Ashtam Orao and Asha Lata, though Ashtam was a player of the match in the previous fixture against Garhwal United, and Asha Lata Devi as well. She's a former India international. So a lot of the Indian players, India internationals, in the starting 11 of both the sides, and here we are all set for what could be a battle of character, a battle of resilience. Bit Rice, Sesa Football Academy have taken in already 10 goals in the 3 games. And Nicholas Rodriguez, one of the midfielders in his playing days, is in charge. And on the other hand is Anthony Andrews, who shifted from the Gokulam, Kerala, a very successful coach in the women's football ecosystem. Has tested success with the Gokulam, Kerala, the Malabarians, and now with the Red and Gold Brigade. And here we go. Attacking from the right to the left of your screen should be the Sesa Football Academy in the pink, and East Bengal defending the other end in the white. And this is a very, very crucial fixture of the Indian Women's League, match number 14. The East Bengal defense has been compact, have just taken in 1 goal. The super sub Manisha Singh scoring for the Garhwal United FC. Little movement from the left. Sulanjana Raul scored the opening goal against the Garhwal United FC. And Fazila, she got the winner. Second goal for the East Bengal. Trying to control it in the midfield. Silky Devi, the skipper. Sweetie. That long ball. Little heavy touch and just over the byline. So early pressure from the East Bengal side. Sesa Football Academy have to defend well. They've got 5 different defenders. Amruta Naik, Seema Kispota, Jahnavi Kisan, Arosi, their skipper, and Simran Narvika. A good long ball. Flag staying down. Struck the upright and have come back to the play. A lucky escape for the Sesa Football Academy. And East Bengal could have been up within the first 2 minutes. Near to goodness. That one, right footer, Fazila, could have got a second goal in this tournament. Struck the upright and came back to play. Opened the shoulder and just placed it with the instep. But that one beat-rise is Sesa keeper. And here comes Sulekha. She has got the speed. So some early great pressure from the East Bengal FC. And here they're looking for a break. Sesa. And doing well as the Ghanaian defender, Opuko. Great speed that. Sulanjana setting it up. Fazila. That little touch took the ball away. She was accelerating. It's wonderful, this Fazila Ikwaput. Has been a wonderful player. And can score goals. Fox in the box. This Fazila. And the whistle had blown. Silky Devi trying that left footer. Very, very lucky escape for the Sesa. Huge pressure from East Bengal. And they would try and press very, very hard. Fazila Ikwaput, the Ugandan international, has scored 10 goals for her country in the 15 games she has played. And her first international goal was in Tanzania, 17th of November 2019, in the 2019 CAFA Women's Championship. She scored against Rwanda as well. Those were the 2024 Olympic qualification games. Here comes East Bengal in numbers. Summer. Can she finish? She does. And East Bengal are up in the 6th minute. Soma Gugulat. She gets her second goal in the tournament and the opener here. And she can celebrate. A wonderful player. India international. And brilliant. And the entire defense somewhat stranded. Just beaten by those little twists and turns from Soma. Excellent player this. Just have a look at that. The entire defense leaking. Howler and Soma controlled it so very well and placed it to the right of bit rise. Scoreline has changed. Sesa 0, East Bengal 1, and Soma. Brilliant clinical finish. Magnificent. So East Bengal in the driver's seat already with that early goal. And Soma Gugulat scored the only goal against the Setu Madurai, that 1-0 victory. But that came in the second half, 77th minute. Aroshi and the other defenders have to do well. Again, some pressure. Fazila struck the upright. They're knocking the door. They're looking for the second. Anthony Andrews is a little worried that they have struck the upright twice within the first 6 minutes. That one lobbed in. Again off the ricochet. Sarita had moved up. Chance for a break. Bertha Omita, the Kenyan. Gets that 1-2. And that lob pass meant for Jivanti. Jivanti is alive in the right channel. Does make a lot of movements, this Jivanti. So a lot of pressure on the Sesa Football Academy. And already they are down by that Soma Gugulat goal, coming exactly in the 5th minute. Soma. Sarita. Very clumsy. They're still looking rusty, this Sesa Football Academy. Debutant in this top tier of the India's women's football. But they have done well in the Goa Women's League and did well in the IWL too. Again, a lob pass. Should be finished. That is a goal number 2. Fazila Ekwapot. The writing was on the wall. And absolutely no resistance. She gets a second goal. And East Bengal already up by a couple of goals within the first 9 minutes. Near to goodness. The entire defense in shambles. Have a look at that. An aerial ball. Played behind the back, and Fazila. Little touch. And that right foot. Placement over the head of the keeper. What a great ball that. Lovely delivery. And kept her cool. Placed it brilliantly. Channabi on the wheels, but just couldn't prevent Fazila from scoring. So already they have taken in 12 goals, this Sesa Football Academy. And this East Bengal side looking prolific. And they're firing all cylinders. Wonderful combination play. Soma and Fuzzy on the score sheet already. And Sesa have to try and do something differently. Soma had made her debut in the Croatian Women's League in 2022 in the November. And she scored her first goal for the Dinamo Zagreb in the Croatian Women's Football Cup round of 16 game. No pressure at all on Pantoy Chanu, the India international. And his Bengal defense has been very, very solid. Sarita Opoku and Sweetie Devi. Soma. Been with East Bengal since 2024. Scored 7 goals for the Blue Tigers in her 37 games. He's represented India at every level, under 14, under 16, and under 19 as well. She is one from Telangana, born in a small town called Kunepalli. This is Soma. Been with Kenkre, Gokulam, Kerala, 2 stints, and then to East Bengal. And here they come once again. A good pass, little more weight on that. Resti Nanziri, the other Ugandan, has got a wonderful work rate, this Resti. And so is Silky. They've gone with a 3-4-3 formation. Anthony Andrews. Now, Sesa Football Academy have to try and do something differently. Again, losing possession, Soma. She can control, twisting, turning. Huge pressure again, Soma. And finally, just trips and falls. Again, this Sesa defenders can't prevent the stream of attacks that the Red and Gold Brigade are moving with. No resistance offered. They have to try and control the midfield. Sesa somewhat, they're losing the plot. Anthony Andrews looking for success. He has won the Indian Women's League twice for the Gokulam Kerala, the women's side, 2021-22, 22-23. And here again for the East Bengal women's side. And they're the current champions. That one was just too close to Pantoy. And moving into position was Shivanti. Failed to get a touch. Sarita. Very confident on the ball. East Bengal, they call themselves the Moshal girl. And that's primarily because of the torch. That's the symbol of East Bengal. And they are right now dominating the women's football. Summer. Option on the left. Resti was looking for Fuzzy. And Berta Omita wants players to move up. Quick transition. The first quarter gone. Sesa already down by a couple of goals. Coming through Soma and Fazila. Scored in a gap of just 4 minutes. 5th minute goal by Soma and Fazila in the 9th. Bit of contact. The referee Vishnu Priyadas rushing up. East Bengal had a wonderful run. And this is Sulanjana Raul. She hails from Bengal. Scored a goal in the last game, Sulanjana. How can Sesa prevent this waves of attack. And Resti Nanziri, Ugandan. He's got a wonderful work rate. Sarita. Pantoy only beaten once by that goal from Monisha Singh. A good long ball here. Soma keeps it in play. Good cross. Too close to be twice. Off the ricochet. It's a goal number 3 for the East Bengal, and Sulanjana Rao gets a second goal. Is it again going to be a goal fest here? The East Bengal in absolute mayhem. Sulanjana gets the first goal. And the scoreline is changing thick and fast. Sesa Football Academy 0. East Bengal FC 3. Great pullback and beat tries. Very poor. Failed to collect it. And off the ricochet. Just thank you very much. A right footer from Sulanjana Rao. This Sesa Football Academy have taken in 6 goals against the Nita Football Academy on 24th of December at the All India Football Federation's Centre of Excellence. That's in Newtown in Kolkata. And here they are trailing by 3 goals. They're going with a 5-men defense. And here comes Sulanjana again. Look at the burst of pace. Defended. Janhavi Kishan. Just a deflection. So East Bengal are all over. 3 goals already. And we haven't still reached the midway in the first half. Sesa Football Academy under huge pressure. Sulekha. Wrong pass. And Sarita as well. Ill-directed. East Bengal are the current holders of the Indian Women's League. The last season, they finished at the top, ahead of Gokulam Kerala. They won 12 of their 14 games. They've drawn 1 and lost 1. And East Bengal scored 38 goals. Conceded just 10. 37 points. Sarita. Silky. Resti. There's so much of dominance in the midfield, this Red and Gold Brigade. That is a little wild from Silky Devi. The last season, the best striker was Fazila Ikwaput, playing for the Gokulam Kerala. Here comes Fuzzy. Resti, good touch. I'm winning the second ball. Option there. Sarita. Lovely cross. Chance for a header. And that goes in. The 4th goal for East Bengal. Could you believe it? And Fuzzy on a hat trick. She's got a second. East Bengal up by 4 goals. And we're just in the midway in the first half. Great cross from Sarita. The defense stranded, just ball watching. And an excellent finish by Fazila, one who has been the top goal scorer, the best striker in the last season's Indian Women's League. So now what can Sesa Football Academy do? What they can do differently to stop this goal haste? Resty, wrong pass, intercepted. Vincent back. Resty again. Soma. Just failing to reach it. She has scored 1 already. So Fazila on a hat-trick. You've seen Pierre of Nita Football Academy, Orissa, scoring hat-trick. Nita Football Academy right now are at the top of the points table. 10 points from the 4 games they played. They won 3 and drawn 1. The only unbeaten side besides East Bengal. Silky. Wrong pass. And Sweetie Devi lets it go to Pantoy Chanu. Pantoy Chanu again was the best shot stopper in the last edition of the Indian Women's League. So East Bengal retaining their squad. Again, some pressure. Fazila Ikwaput asking for a flag kick. Vishnu Priyadas, the referee, doesn't agree. Earlier this morning at the National Centre of Excellence, Nita Football Academy got the better of Garhwal United Football Club by 1-0. And Setu Madurai beat Sribhumi. Here comes East Bengal. Fazila. And she completes a hat-trick. Brilliant. Once again, Fazila Ikwaput. And she's taking the game away. This Ugandan. Brilliant again. She's done it for Gokulam Kerala. She's doing it for East Bengal as well. And all the supporters, the red and gold ultras, they're here. And they are celebrating. So a hat-trick already. And we are just in the second quarter. Again, such a high back line. They punished for that. And Fazila rounded up, beat Rice. She was off her lines. Couldn't prevent Fuzzy from scoring that hat-trick. Is absolutely out from the practiced pitch. And these Bengal girls are doing it in style and doing it perfectly. 5-0 already. And could be the heaviest defeat that Sesa Football Academy would have to. They're succumbing Wilting under pressure. Once again, moving up. Sulanjana Raul, this time defended under pressure. Amruta. Fuzzy. Oh, lovely twist and turn. Soma just failed to get that touch. Could have got a second goal. But this Ugandan international is brilliant. Bitrice successful here. A long ranger attempted. A lot of pressure on the Sesa Football Academy. And they have been punished because of such poor defending, one can mention. And at times being punished for the high back line. Once again, and that little odd bounce, Fazila failing to reach it. Fazila is the first Ugandan female footballer to play in the UEFA Champions League, the group stage, for a Kazakhstan club, BIIK Kazigorf. Then Fazila played for Omonoia Women's Football Club in Cyprus. A bit of injury issue here for that little collision with Sati Debnath. That was a great ball sent in from the far right, Opoko. And a bit of collision. Not intended though. The drums are beating, the music's on, because the fans know that this has been a wonderful performance by the home side, the current champions, East Bengal. They are the local champions, the champions of India, and have conquered the Southeast Asia, because they have become the first Indian club to win in the Continental Championship. They won the SAF Club Championship in Kathmandu. Bertha Omita waits. It's absolute dominance by the East Bengal FC. Customary 10 yards. Sulanjana and Smita Levcha. And now Resti joining. Left foot, Bata. Antoy lets it go. Had the power, but just lacked the direction. Unleashing that left footer. The set piece. Second quarter gone. It's so far a 5-star performance by the East Bengal FC. Fazila Ekwaput scoring a hat-trick already. Sulanjana Raul and Soma Gugulat. They have also their names on the score sheet. Sarita. Resti. Sulanjana made the run. Silky. Option on the left. Sweetie Devi had moved in. Good cross. But just a little wayward. East Bengal, both the channels operating so well. Sarita Yumnam on the right. Sweetie Devi on the left. So this has so far been a wonderful performance by the East Bengal. Now what Sesa Football Academy need to do, they have to try and reorganize. Sarita again. Soma. Pressure. Soma, left foot. Not too far away. Excellent attempt that. Just missed by a whisker. That was brilliant again. So what could be the margin? That is a heavy touch again from Sulanjana Rao. Sulanjana again, a local talent, shining with the red and gold brigade. Omita, the Kenyan. They've got 3 foreign players, this Sesa Football Academy. Sarita Yumnam. Oh, lovely touch, Soma. Very clever turn. But poor cross at the end. This time well defended. East Bengal, truly a wonderful performance. They scored a couple of goals against the Garhwal United FC. Here comes Vesti Nanziri. Waiting in the middle, Sulanjana. Challenge from Jivanti. Resti keeps it in play. Wonderful strike. But that just has gone over the byline. And Sulanjana, wonderful connection. Resti couldn't keep it in play. What a wonderful strike that from Sulanjana. Could have got a second goal. Sulanjana Raul. And once again, that flag is up. Beat right. Beat 5 times already. And they had taken in 6 goals against the Nita Football Academy. And East Bengal defense under no pressure whatsoever. Sarita failing to trap it. Again, a missed pass from Sesa. Sweetie Devi. East Bengal all over again. The ever pervasive. And so much of high press by this East Bengal squad. And they have ticked all the right boxes so far. This Anthony Andrews coach side. They had a wonderful tournament, this SAF Championship. They won it, at the Dasarath Stadium in Kathmandu. 3-0 score in the final. Fazila scoring twice. They were unbeaten in the tournament. East Bengal. And they have started exactly from the point they left it in the last season. The champions of the Indian Women's League 2024-25. Sweetie Opoku, the Ghanaian, on to Bantoy Chanu, the India international. Controlling the game. Sati Debnath. Good forward ball. But this time, a coverage provided Amruta Naik. Sesa Football Academy have teams in the different age groups in Goa. And that is primarily because of the CSR activities of the Vedanta group. And a lot of big names associated with the Sesa Football Academy. And even the record I-League winning coach Armando Colasso has held the effort. Bit of injury concern here. The referee Vishnu Priya talking to Sari. Oh, that was a little clumsy. Sarita with Sulekha, the two number 6 collided. A lot of crowd here at the Kalyani Stadium, ushering in the new year. So this is a year-end crowd, and to be nursed, Sulekha Kanhar. She's got lovely speed, can operate from the left channel. And Resti Nanzari has been a standout player in the midfield for East Bengal. This Ugandan. Winning back, Anjana Thapa. Here comes Sesa. Good ball control, but finally losing out. Silky Devi into the attack. Space on the left. And lovely entry. Right foot. That goes in. Brilliant. Resti Nanziri. The 6th goal for East Bengal. And they're doing it in style, in perfection. What a finish. Extraordinary. With just about 5 minutes of regulation time left in the first half. And have a look at that. Such a lovely ball carrier. And that little acceleration and a bit of toe poke through the keeper. Look at that. What a run. This Ugandan beat the challenge. And just a toe poke to the far post. And that's a goal number 6 for East Bengal Football Club. The current holders. Incredible performance. 6-0, the margin so far. And tell you what, this can swell. Sarita. Good turn. Sati Debnath. She's the other one, very hard-working medium. Good lob pass. Cleared finally. Bertha Omita. Dinah chasing. chasing our shadows and not being provided. Scoreline has changed. 6-0 in favor of East Bengal. 4 different goal scorers, with Fazila Ikwaput already having scored a hat-trick. Again, here comes East Bengal. Flag staying down. Fazi losing possession. Resting. He scored a brilliant goal. Sulanjana. Challenge from Jivanti. Now what can Nicolas Rodriguez get back to the locker room at the lemon break? What would be his message to the girls? The Sesa Football Academy, of course, have the quality. They rose from the ranks and to the top tier. Here comes the left footer from Silky Devi, blocked well. Sulanjana, very good. And that little challenge for a flag kick to East Bengal. A couple of minutes for the regulation time. This is the first half. Sushmita Lepcha. She will go with the left foot. Sushmita. Headed out, not too far away. And finally, out of harm's way. Resting. Long ball. Onoma Opoku has it covered. Pantoi Chanu hardly been tested in the first 45 minutes. A long ball meant for Sulanjana. She wins it. But this time, good block. But Omita. Simran Narvika. Sesa Football Academy. Have to do it differently the second half. But here comes East Bengal once again. That left footer somewhat cleared away. Janvi Arosi under huge pressure. Opoku. Silky Devi, the skipper. They told 3 minutes of added time, and that's what the fourth official, Pooja S, is flashing. So again, these 3 minutes have to be defended by Sesa. And so far in the tournament, 6-1 has been the biggest margin of victory for the Nita Football Academy. They beat Sesa on 24th of December, and they got a 5-0 victory against the Kickstart in their very next game. So Nita Football Academy are absolutely marvelous so far, having a wonderful campaign with a very strong statement. Into the injury time, set piece, opportunity for Sesa. getting it ready. Kenyan Berta Omita. She goes with the left foot. Pantoi beaten there on the faster tension. Just couldn't adjust the flight. And that could have gone in. A brilliant attempt. Berta just struck the upright, came back. Pantoi beaten, all ends up. And all these Berta long rangers are very, very difficult to deal with. He's been goal again. They're building up from the deep. And always have maintained so much of high press this East Bengal squad. Opoko. A bit of contact inside the area. East Bengal players looking up to the referee, not interested. She allows play. The final 15 seconds of the injury time could be the goal. Not really. Fuzzy takes her to the wide area, and that is a lovely challenge. Intercepted well. Sushmita Lepcha. And the referee indicates that that's all for the first 45. And we have seen 6 goals scored here at the half-time. At the end of the first half's play, Sesa Football Academy 0, East Bengal FC 6. Fazila Ekwaput already scored a hat-trick. And Resti Nanzere, Soma Gugulat and Sulanjana Raul, each scoring 1 goal. A very crucial fixture here at the Kalyani Stadium, some 50 kilometers down north from the city of Joy. This is match number 14 of the Indian Women's League, the first half, and East Bengal right from the word go were very, very aggressive. And that struck the upright, came back to play. Fuzzy could have scored. And this was the moment. Soma controlled it so well and just placed it past Bitrise, the keeper. Brilliant ball skill, this Soma Gugulat, one who's played in the Croatian football. And here was the first one from Fuzzy. What a great finish. The keeper of the line. No clue. The entire defense stranded. Jannabi beaten by the sheer pace of Fuzzy. And again, this one, Soma set it up. Bitrise, deflection, couldn't collect it cleanly. And off the ricochet, a thank you very much. A right footer from Sulanjana Raul. And she scored her second goal in this tournament. And this was a brilliant header from Fuzzy, her second goal. Assists provided by Sarita, the right wing back, one who has always been so much active. And here, Soma, little behind. And this was the third goal, rounding up the keeper, scoring the hat-trick in style. Fazila Ikabut, the Ugandan international. And she did it in style. She was the best striker the last season as well. And that was a long ranger from Berta Omita. Now Fazila Ikbaput making all the difference. But this was Nanziri. Just have a look at that. How resty. That little burst of acceleration. And a little toe-poke at the end. And this struck the upright. Came back to play. Could have gone in. and Sesa could have pulled one back. So at the halftime here at the Kalyani Stadium, match number 14, Indian Women's League, Sesa Football Academy 0, East Bengal FC 6. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the live action right after the break. Pantoy. Good lob ball. Fuzzy was always trying to make a little run through the middle. Sushmita Lepcha on to Sulanjana Raul. This 18-year-old. She comes from the Midnapur district, a small village called Bhagwanpur. Represented the country in the under 17 and under 20 level. East Bengal started with such a high press, huge offensive overload. Again, chance here. Flag staying down. And the referee allows play. There was a contact. And Fazilia went down. Opoko. Soma. Sprays that pass onto the right. Good cross. Soma trying to control. Took a little time. And Aroshi clears it. Just look at the positioning of the white shirts. They're all over the place. And the pink shirts are just chasing. They hardly had any control over the proceedings, the game. The highest margin of victory, one that happened in the Indian Women's League. Gokulam Kerala thrashing Kahani FC by 14 goals to 1. And Sandhya Ranganathan had scored 5 goals. Fuzzy controls it. The Ugandan international is Bengal spraying those passes. Silky Devi, India international, left foot. But this time straight on to beat Rice, who does well. Gokulam Kerala had beaten Odisha Police 12 goals to 0 in a group stage match, also in the Indian Women's League. And today East Bengal leading by 6 goals to 0. Would work up a wonderful victory. It is a great through ball. Sulanjana, but this time beat Rice. Quickly off our lines and clearing the line well. Resti couldn't keep it in play. He scored a wonderful goal. The Ugandan international Resti Nanziri. China Antwi hardly been provided with any of the passes. No link up with the midfield and the lone attacker. And she was supposed to lead the line. Diana from Ghana. Simran Navrekar. Sweetie Devi lost her footing, somewhat managed. On to Pantoy. The best goalkeeper in the last edition of the Indian Women's League. Pantoy Chanu, India international. Very agile. Nicholas Rodriguez have made one change already. He's brought in Ria Sarkar. Chansya. But Solanjana momentarily delayed on that. Would have got that touch. Fazila. Just set it up. But this time, Diana falling back in support. Wants a defender. And she knows that her team not doing well. Jivanti, good support. Lovely little touch, that 1-2. But Sweetie Devi does well. Ria Sarkar has come in place of Sulekha Kanhar of Sesa Football Academy. East Bengal unchanged, the starting 11. They made a couple of changes this evening. They're without Ashalata and Ashtam, the ones who started against the Garhwal United FC. Oh, that's a lovely pass. He's opening up here. Soma tries to go to the near post. Bitrice had it covered. Soma, sudden burst of pace. Lovely acceleration. Just look at that. That right footer. Didn't have the venom. Couldn't beat Rice. She has been beaten 6 times so far. Again, lovely turn. Paze controls it. And finally, it was defended well. China falling back. The Indian Women's League gaining momentum at this stage. Nita Football Academy of Orissa. They're doing extremely well in the pole position. Once again, a great ball. The flag staying down. Fuzzy on a hat trick. Sets it up. And should be just a simple thank you tap in for Soma Gugulat. And she scores her second. And East Bengal up by 7 goals to 0. Could you believe it? The entire defense absolutely ball watching. Just behind the back of Dinah could beat Fuzzy and just set up. And Soma Gugulat, unchallenged, unmarked. Beat Rice just stranded in the near post. And the entire far post was empty. And just a simple tap in by Soma. Her second goal. And they keep on celebrating. The drums are beating louder. A lot of East Bengal fans have travelled here in Kalyani. Festivities in the air already. And here comes Sesa. Pressure from Ria Sarkar. She's fresh, just coming. East Bengal blocking all those passing angles. Once again, a great ball in. Fuzzy controls it. Took little more time, Fuzzy. Soma scored her second. And the 7-1 for East Bengal. Double change happening. Sweetie and Sarita, both the defenders being replaced. East Bengal bringing in fresh players. The three changes, in fact. They brought in Kartika. Kartika, midfielder. East Bengal will try and increase the margin, and Anthony Andrews doing well, giving some game time to the players on the bench. And he knows it's a long league to be played in two phases. The first phase to end on the 9th of January. Confirmation, Kartika in place of Sweetie Devi. Sarita making room for Ashtam Orao. She was the player of the match in the game against Garhwal United FC. She comes in the second half. And East Bengal, so much of high press. And here comes East Bengal once again from a distance. Fazila Ikwaput. And confirmation, Ashtam Orao have replaced Sarita Yumnam. And Sangeeta Basfor have come in place of Resti Nanzeri. Sangeeta, another sensational player. Oh, that's a header! But is the flag up? Yes, it is. And Sati Debnath, that goal denied. The crowd can't believe it. The supporters, they were celebrating for the 8th goal. That was floated in. So the flag was up. A great delivery from Silky Devi, the skipper. And a picture-perfect finish. Swati Debnath. But that goal denied for infringement. Here comes East Bengal. They're untiring in attack. So much of high press. Now the ricochet, left foot. Petrais this time. Gets a lovely touch and just keeps it away. And that was certainly going in. Sangeeta Basfor. She is one of the sensational players. Sangeeta, left foot, was going in through the near post. Corner kick. Header! Didn't go in. 7 goals already. And East Bengal looking for more. Silky Devi. She scored the 3rd goal in the final of the SAF Club Championship, which East Bengal won, the first Indian squad to win a continental championship, the women's football. What an achievement. They made India proud. At the hour mark, Sesa Football Academy 0, East Bengal FC 7. They're very confident, this East Bengal squad. And 3 changes made already by Anthony Andrews. Bit of collision there. Talking about bigger margins. And as I mentioned in the Indian Women's League, Gokulam Kerala's 14-1 against Kalyani FC is a standout. Sandhya Ranganathan scored 5 goals in that victory. And 12-0 was the margin when Gokulam Kerala again beat Odisha Police. All these supporters of the red and gold, they've travelled all the way. It's winter here in this part of the country. Little spell of cold wave. Sushmita Lepcha, that attempt blocked. But they're using the wide area as well. Good turn again, Sangeeta. She's a wonderful player, this Sangeeta Basfor. Joined the squad-led China from Ghana. Good challenge, Silky Devi. Sangeeta in the middle. She can create goal-scoring opportunities. She can score goals as well. Wonderful player, Sangeeta Basfor. Silky Devi had a wonderful game here. This 28-year-old from Manipur. Space on the left. Swati Debna. Sulanjana Raul. East Bengal win a flag kick. She is an ardent fan of Leo Messi, and who isn't? And admires Sunil Chetri as well, this Sulanjana. Daughter of a farmer in a West Bengal village called Bhagwanpur. That's too close to be twice, and nothing results really. So we have some wonderful stories of these wonderful women, and they've all made the cut to the international level. The Blue Tigresses. And look at the story of Sangeeta Basfor as well. One sort of a fairy tale. And here comes Sesa. Have to try and do something worthy of mention. But he's being all over again. Good pass. Beaten there, the keeper off the line. And that angle was a little stiff. Fazela Ekwapot. He's already scored 3 goals. On a hat-trick, and Bitrice beaten there. The timing was not perfect and went too far to the byline. Fuzzy. Shivanti. Here comes his Bengal again. But this time intercepted. Simran Narveka. Anjana Thapa to the wrong area. Soma had fallen back. We are into the fifth quarter. East Bengal, such high press. I'm talking about the fairy tale story of Sangeeta Basford. She was selected for the Indian women's under-19 squad at the age of 17. Susmita Lepcha. She's got a wonderful left foot. Sulanjana. Sangeeta rolls it on. And a good cross coming in, but finally headed out. Dinah has fallen back. Fazila, right foot. And Bit Rice just palms it away. He's probing, looking for goals. And caught the better there, but couldn't beat the keeper. Corner kick. Ashtam Oraon is coming in as a substitute. Very poor touch from Soma. And off the ricochet. They have to clear the line. Sesa Football Academy. The celebration would continue. It's to be seen whether East Bengal can maintain a clean sheet. They did in the game against Setu Madurai. Conceded a goal in the game against Garhwal United FC. They took in 10 goals in the last edition of the Indian Women's League. Again, a great ball. Susmita. And just saved by a whisker there. Soma arrived, but that touch couldn't beat Rice. Little clumsy at the end. Bit Rice had the near post covered. Swati Devnath. Fuzzy again. That touch, will it go in? It doesn't. Near to goodness. They have no clue to all those run and little tricks of Fuzzy Ikwaput. This Ugandan is absolutely on fire. And what a great game she had. Referee is blown up. Omita from Kenya. She's got a great left foot. Attempted 2 long ranges from the set piece. Vishnu Priya Das, the match official. She had one. Striking the cross piece and coming back to play. Bertha again. This time straight on to Pantoy, who does well. Bertha Omita. Kenyan. Jivanti. That little nutmeg. Offside. "20 minutes of regulation time left here at the Kalyani Stadium. Can Sesa score one?" Lepcha. Sulanjana. Good, lovely passing bout. Keeping possession. Again, the flag staying down. Fuzzy, can I get a fourth goal? She does, and does it in style. And what a way to celebrate. The 8th goal for the East Bengal FC and Fazila Ekwaput, her 4th goal. Already she scored a hat-trick. And this is turning out to be an absolutely one-way traffic for East Bengal FC. And the biggest ever margin here in this edition. Just look at that. None of the pink shots around. The entire defense stranded. They lost their shape. And Fuzzy celebrates in style. What a great player this. Fazila Ekwaput. Once again, the pumping goal. Right foot again, big price. Just saves it for a flat kick. Unrelenting pressure. Sangeeta Basfor. She is fresh. Scored her first international goal against Sri Lanka in the 2019 SAF Women's Championship. This Sangeeta Basfor. Not too happy. The way that Sesa Football Academy are defending. And Nicolas Rodriguez has a lot to work with, especially defensively. The defensive orientation absolutely in shambles. Approaching the last quarter. And East Bengal doing a perfect 10 here. What could be the margin? They're already up by 8 goals to nil. We had an Indian Women's League game in which Gokulam Kerala beat Kalyani FC by 14 goals to 1. One of the biggest margins ever. Oh, great touch, Sama. A feeble push at the end. And doing well this time, Bit Rice. And she has been working overtime. This shot stopper from Ghana. And here comes Bertha. She's got a great left foot. Trying to control it. Bertha attempts it, but finally that's wayward. Bertha Omita. She has been the most active in the midfield for Sesa Football Academy. Not good support from Anjana Thapa. One who's supposed to link up well. East Bengal controlling well. And they keep on pressing hard. Karthika is joined in the middle of the park. And she's doing that pivot roll. 8-0 the margin, staggering East Bengal Football Club. 4 goals by Fazila Ekwaput. Couple of goals by Soma, Sulanjana and Resti scoring a piece. Tyra. Over ambitious. Panthoi Chanu under no pressure. And what a game this red and gold brigade had here. Primarily what went wrong for the Sesa Football Academy is the defense of 5 women defense. They lost their shape and at times were caught with a high back line and punished. Sangeet. Only as far as Aroshi Goveka. Opoko. Wrong pass. East Bengal FC should reach 9 points. Another substitution coming up. Leo Narem replaces Sati Debnath.
I'm watching you.
Again, job well done by Anthony Andrews, giving a lot of game time to the ones on the bench. A like-for-like change. Leo Narem, a midfielder. Summer had moved central. Silky Devi sets Kateka, great ball in. Again, have a look at that. The defense stranded. And Fazila failing to put that to the back of the net. Could have scored her 5th goal. Absolutely stranded the entire defense. Oh dear. Sheila Devi failing to match the pace of Fuzzy. It's been absolute mayhem. Goal faced for East Bengal. Here comes again Fuzzy, trying to go to the near post, but she has been tripped and a penalty awarded by the referee, Vishnu Priya Das. Of course, there was a contact. Fuzzy goal-bound, and what a mistimed challenge by Sila Singh. Did she point to the penalty? Not really. That's finally defended. Anjana Thapa. Options on the left. Simran Narvekar has moved up. The defensive setup is somewhat collapsed. The Sesa Football Academy. They're trailing by 8 goals to 0. The flag is up. Soma Gugler didn't take off. She knew that she would be offside. 10 minutes of regulation time left in the second half. Can Sesa pull one back? Here is Anjana Thapa. Again, well defended. Opoko. Lovely little 1-2 played. Is opening up on the right, but bit Rice. This time quickly off her lines. She has truly been overactive because of that huge pressure from the word go. This East Bengal, such an offensive overload. East Bengal again. Fuzzy trying to go through the near post. Summer was waiting. Absolutely no block by the defenders. And they are really caught in two minds whether to go for a low block, whether to play with a high back five. Wrong pass. East Bengal have made 4 changes. Soma Kuglat has moved to the left channel. Sulanjana Raul going to the right. And normally Soma prefers operating from the left or the right channel. Sulanjana on the left. Again a great ball. Fuzzy controls it. That little touch. And finally, she curses herself. She knows that she could have done much, much better. This international from Uganda. Oh, she was trying to go with that chipped hit bit rice. Fazila has scored 10 goals in the 15 games she has played for Uganda. Individual top scorer in the Indian Women's League 23-24 season. The crowd enjoying it. The best striker as well. 23-24, this Fuzzy Ikwaput. Here comes his Bengal again. Sulanjana. She will sit back. And that little cross. Soma fails to control it. Losing possession. Silky Devi, the skipper. Sangeeta Basford. And didn't start with that run. Sushmita Lepcha. The final change being made by Anthony Andrews. She brings in an attacker, Rubina Khatun. And Fuzzy. Rubina Khatun off the bench. Fazila Ikwaput have scored 4 goals in clearing that hat-trick. Was she looking a little tired? Yes, could be. Because not much of recovery time between the games. They've come back from that very tough continental competition. This is Bengal from Nepal. And they played the first game here on 24th. And that was a hard-fought match against Setu Madurai. Chance here for East Bengal again. Sulanjana very feeble. First touch not good, but keeps possession. Smita. That should be finished. Left foot. Bitra is beaten again. And Soma celebrates in style. She scored a hat-trick here. 9-0 for the East Bengal. What a brilliant finish. Now, Arpita comes for the Sesa. Great pass from Lepcha. Lovely fast touch, controlled it. Very poor goalkeeping from Bit Rice. Went through her. Oh, she could have saved it. but got a little bit of sting, and that very, very familiar celebration of Summer. She wears the number 7 as well. Scored a hat-trick. Fazila scored 4 goals, including hat-tricks. So, a couple of hat-tricks by the East Bengal players. And they're looking in perfect form. Losing possession. Sangeeta goes from a distance. Fazila, 4 goals. Soma, 3 goals. Sulanjana, Resti, they've all scored. "9-0 in favor of East Bengal FC. And this is so far the biggest margin in this edition of the Indian Women's League. But we have to praise the confirmation. Rubina in place of Fuzzy. And here comes Sangeeta. That's ill-directed. But East Bengal win back possession. Sulanjana. Running out of ideas. 2.5 minutes of regulation time left in the second half. And would be some injury time. East Bengal, absolute domination. Summer. Lovely touch. But Sulanjana failed to control it properly. Here comes Smita, left chance, provided an assist. Here's one on the far left from the wide area. Summer, great touch. Lovely skill, Summer. He's a great player. And right foot, bit rise, striking the upright, coming back to play. And that could have been put to bed. Near to goodness. 2 of the white shirts. And it goes across the face of the goal. Unguarded. Oh my goodness. When would they score? That was an attempt from Kartika. Strike the upright. Came back to the other substitute, Leo Naurem. Didn't do well. And Rubina Khatun was following up. Keeps it in play. But what great skill shown by Soma. She's a brilliant player. Again, East Bengal keep position. Long ranger. And just eludes it. 9-0. Staggering margin here for East Bengal FC, the red and gold. And such has been the high press from the word go at the Kalyani Stadium. And it looks that they're enjoying it. But Sesa Football Academy have to get back to the drawing board. And they can, of course, improve. We've got so much of quality in Aroshi, Bertha, Dinah, Shivanti. And this is Bertha Amita. Sets it up to the substitute Arpita. 4 additional minutes. And that's what Sesa have to defend, because East Bengal untiring, keeping on attacking Soma. Defended well by Dinah. East Bengal moving from the right again. Ashtamo Rao joining the attack. Sesa Goa had a wonderful run. Champions in the local league. Promoted to the Indian Women's League 2. And then they got the promotion to the top tier of the Indian Women's League. Again, a lob ball. What was he trying? She knew the angle was blocked. Aroshi. Injury time in the second half. Set piece for East Bengal. Can they get the 10th one? It's been a superlative performance by East Bengal, the women's team. The last game in this year, 2025, had been a very successful season for them. And they hope to carry the good work in 2026. Floater, chance for a header. Keeps it in play. East Bengal. Support there. Leonorem. But a bit of physicality. And that, of course, coming into play. 90 more seconds to play for. Lot of work to be done by Nicolas Rodriguez, the Sesa Football Academy coach in charge of the women's team. And here they come, Bertha. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Pressure on East Bengal, but defended well. Ostamorao. He's wonderful, lovely tactical sense. She was the player of the match in the last game against the Garhwal United FC. Sangeeta Basford chasing. They wouldn't stop. They're looking for their 10th goal. And again, finding it very, very difficult, this Sesa Football Academy. They've taken in 19 goals in the first 4 games. Oh, great turn. And that was a long ranger. But couldn't test bit Rice. Little wide of the far post. And the referee, Vishnu Priyadas, blows the final whistle, indicating that it's been a wonderful performance by the East Bengal FC, maintaining a clean sheet. They've beaten the Sesa Football Academy 9-0. 4 goals by Fazela. Hat-trick by Soma as well. And Sulanjana and Resti joining the party. And the East Bengal FC, they reached the 9 points at the points table. And just behind the Nita Football Academy, who are on 10 points. But they played a game more. Nita Academy and East Bengal, just 3 games, and it's a hat-trick of victories for East Bengal, the continental champions. And what a great performance this Red and Gold Brigade. It's been an excellent display of very high and aggressive game. And let's have a look at how things flowed here at the Kalyani Stadium. East Bengal been looking for their consecutive 3rd victory, the hat-trick of victories. And were in high press, went over the byline. And this one from Fazila struck the upright, came back to play. Could have been the first goal. The upright denied. And here comes Soma. And look at the quality. Look at the touch. And the way, the calm that she finished. Great quality, this India international. This girl from Telangana. And this was the first from Fuzzy. Beat the keeper. Was off her line. Great forward pass from Sweetie Devi. And the entire defense stranded. Beaten by the pace. And once again, going through the right was Soma. And Bitrise couldn't palm it away. Failed to the feet of Sulanjana. And who just had to tap into the empty net. And that was the third goal. They kept on attacking. And again, that was a great header from Fazila Ekwaput, the Ugandan international. And this was a little late there to react. And this was the moment, the hat-trick moment for Fazila. Rounded up the keeper and placed it to the empty goal in very poor defending by the Sesa Football Academy. And she celebrated in style, Fazila. And this was the one which hit the crosspiece and came back to play. And Resti, what a great finish. And just look at the amount of distance covered. She's a great ball carrier. She's a great creator, but a great finisher as well. And this was the one which struck the upright, came back to play. That Bertha Omita free kick. With change of aim, things or the picture didn't change. And he's being goal with such high pressure. They kept on attacking. And this was the moment again. Absolutely to empty Summer. A great assist from Fuzzy. And lovely link-up play. And a long-range attempt at Sangeeta Baswar came in as a substitute. And went far too long there from the byline. The angle was stiff. And this was well said by Bitrise. And again, East Bengal kept on pressing. And this was the moment. The fourth goal for Fazila Ekwaput. And she celebrated. What a great finish. Keeper off her lines, Bitrise. And she could have scored more. Went wide. Great acceleration. And that was a little contact. They looked towards the referee for a penalty. This was, again, that brilliant finish from Summer, left-footed, through the keeper. And Bitrise could have done well. So East Bengal have beaten Sesa Football Academy by 9-0. 4 goals by Fazela, hat-trick by Soma, Sulanjana and Resti, both joining the party.